Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host Brian
Jerry.
and Brett.
Huh? Did you say something?
Let's just give it up right now, guys. First time of the season. Jerry,
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 Jerry, Jerry.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Dude, Gerry Turner, 71 years young from Indiana. This guy, I love this guy. I love this guy. He was so respectful. His family obviously like adores him. Like the story was hard. I mean, this is like a movie. Like that was like a married 43 years, his high school sweetheart. Uh, it's like objectively like the second woman he's gonna ever. These are gonna be the second through like 24th woman that he's dated. By the time he's done with the Golden Bachelor. Um, Episode length, loved it. Flow, all meat, no BS. Um, I don't see these women. I don't think they're gonna fight a lot. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of crying because I guess when you're telling these women no, it might feel like one of their last chances. And I feel like we're gonna have these conversations. Like it's tough. And it also looks like Gerry is not immune to telling multiple women that he loves them. So Gerry, you
Yeah.
dog. I have a lot of Gerry, you dog moments. But
Bacheloritis right there.
Brian, what did you think?
I really liked it. What I really liked about the show is that it proves that this show does their main series does not need to be 2 hours. Like you just said, the meat.
Thank God. Preach.
I'm that's what I'm hoping I hope this season is successful. And two, I hope that the main series can learn from this series that let's get it back on track. Let's save some time in our lives and like
Please.
an hour and then the finale is 2 hours. Like I just think that that's something that we can hammer down.
Brett, what do you think, bub?
Interesting. So coming into this one, I was like, what do I expect? It's a bunch of old people. What kind of drama is there going to be? Is it going to be funny? Is it going to be boring? I think it delivered. I mean, I think an hour actually was a little bit like not enough time because I don't think too much even happened. I barely have any notes for the thing, but the fact that like the ladies are still doing like fun limo exits, and then they were commenting on each other, and they were still being like they were kind of being catty and just saying funny things that I didn't expect them to say for the Golden Bachelor, but I think they still delivered. They
It's
still
just like
don't.
a bunch of your grandmoms like getting wind up and like making sassy comments and stuff, but like they're none of them are gonna get up and actually like argue or fight
Right.
about it because they're just don't have the energy. I want to run through women. A lot of them got more screen time than others, but like I said, we will see some more of them, and we will run through obviously the rose ceremony stuff. Um, right off the top, Edith. Edith was a fox. So I wrote here. Edith killed it. She had the long silver hair, came right off the top. I really liked her. Ellen was the one that came and was giving a shout out to her best friend Roberta, that unfortunately was sick, and we found out at the end of the episode passed away. So shout out. That sucks, obviously,
Mhm.
but hopefully Ellen gets to have a good journey out of it. And I am worried because you see the preview. There's a lot of crying. I'm worried that that may happen like while she's there, and like obviously would affect her journey
Mhm.
for love. I liked Sandra. She was the 75-year-old lady that loves the curse. I was like about to write crappy notes about her doing the Zen thing. I'm like, what is this crap? And then she starts dropping f bombs and
Yeah,
shits, and
that's
like
awesome.
First
so
one.
funny.
Yeah, she's from Atlanta.
Yeah,
She
she was from Atlanta. Um,
I had to rewind. I was like, what's happening? Wait, did I miss something?
Leslie was the one that like came in where you thought she was gonna do like the hidden costume thing, like and then she's like, "Nah, I'm just kidding. I have grandchildren. I wouldn't do that." It's like, yes, I
That thing
like
threw
it.
me for a loop. That went to the commercial break. I was like, whoa, what is about to
I had the
happen?
Leo point. I was like, because like my wife wasn't paying attention. I'm like, "Are you looking at this? Like, did you see
Yeah.
this?" Um, some people in here. Again, I don't have notable things for everyone in their entrance. Pamela did the cheek kiss. It might have been the cheek kiss of death. That was Brian's
Yeah.
preseason pick.
Rest in peace.
Nancy, she made the comment about ear candy for the hearing aids. I liked her. Teresa, 70. She was the birthday suit one. Teresa got a kiss and a birthday cupcake from Gerry, and that was the first makeout for Gerry. No tongue though.
I will say, man, it is weird watching old people make out.
Is it making out if you don't use any tongue?
Yes.
The lip smacking is louder.
Right.
See, well, yeah.
Yeah. Why would I? What I was gonna say is it making out if they kiss on the lips and don't make out? Because there was like a limo intro. I think it was the naked girl or whatever. She basically kissed
Teresa.
on the lips, and I was like, "Holy crap! He already kissed the girl on the lips." Like,
April was the
it wasn't
therapist
making out.
with
It was just
the
like, yeah.
birds and the eccentric stuff. Like in her preview, she gave him a quick little peck on the mouth. Um, Anna was the chick that pulled him away, say let's go away, but they didn't show them where they went. That was a little weird. Um, Susan was the one that had 6-inch heels and said, I don't mind 6 inches.
Yeah, the big dick jokes, man.
It was
I
great.
did not expect the intros, and I loved it.
It'd be awesome if Jesse had to lean over and be like, "She's talking about your dick."
He's like, whoa, never mind. Here we go.
Oh, Susan.
There's also a woman, but she's hilarious. But she was commenting on everyone's intro. She's like, "Oh, everyone's doing something crazy and flashy. You walk in, you just walk. You walk in." She's funny.
Yeah. Let's see. We
That's
had Patty, which Matt James's mom, Cruella DeVille. Things didn't go well for her. Conchetta, Aunt Chippy, 84. Jimmy Kimmel's aunt. I liked her because you knew what she was right away. I didn't think she was actually going to be a contestant, but then like when they let her in the house, I'm like, well, she's obviously getting eliminated week 1, but she slept through the rose ceremony.
That was hilarious. If that was even if that was staged, that
No,
made me
I think it
laugh
was
out
real.
loud. That made me laugh out loud at the end.
She also was the one that were like, I'm on the wrong show. These women are hot. Like,
that was definitely staged. The whole thing, her being there, her sleeping.
well,
But
her being there.
before she said it, when she rolled out and said she was 84, I was like, okay, so they actually cast somebody that's like old, and but she was just not. She was there for the wrong reasons.
There
for a nap.
reasons.
She was there to get Kimmel's fame.
A few more
guess
quick points before the rose ceremony, right? April made him a scrapbook. Ellen is a pickleball co-captain, fastest rising sport in the United States. Sandra likes to curse. We already know that. That was the lady from Atlanta. Gerry said Riz, which was I thought was a good one.
That was a funny interaction.
Also, she picked the one chick picked At Last, which is his favorite song.
What are the odds of that, man? There's a lot of music they've listened to, I'm sure, collectively.
That one girl banged Prince. She sexy dancers about her. I don't know what that song is, but
that's true. Faith is a radio host and musician. She's the one that played the guitar, and she got the first impression rose. So a little shocked, but then he did make out with her, but it was funny because I'm like, wait, he's not going to give it to the chick he made out with, but then he did kiss her as well. So it did make a little more sense. Leslie was the one that dances with him and wants him to spank her.
I love the naughtiness, the closet naughtiness.
70th birthday we went over. Teresa and the other women do see him kissing Faith. And I did laugh because I don't know if you guys caught, if you have the same commercials as me, but the Shingles commercial. Shingles don't care. Shingles doesn't care. Excuse me.
Shingles don't care.
It was such a funny commercial. It made me laugh out loud. So just another shout out for everyone.
Product, yeah, they're like their target audience.
Commercial classic. I mean, all time. All right, guys. It would not be an episode of The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, or Bachelor in Paradise without a rose ceremony. The following women received roses and are going to continue on a chance for second love. Like we mentioned, Faith did take home the first impression rose. We also have roses for Ellen, Teresa, Joan, Natasha, Leslie, Christina, Edith, Nancy, April, Sandra, Jean, Kathy, Melina, Peggy, and Susan. That meant we eliminated Renee, who was the cheerleader lady on the intro. We eliminated Patty, who was Matt James's mom. Aunt Chippy was disqualified for skipping the rose ceremony, and we lost Pamela. Shout out to Brian's pick, Pamela, for the preseason. So that's 2 of our candidates that we picked for shows in the last 2 days.
Who was yours, Bill?
I forget. I texted you earlier. I completely forget who I
I just
picked.
had to look at their faces. I mean, Pamela was the only one I picked her for geography, so he doesn't care about geography. He's ready to move.
I don't think he wants to live in that lake
Oh.
house.
Yeah, that's a good point. Get him out, but
So look, big fan of Gerry. I looks like it is going to be pretty bachelory though. It's like we got a lot of crying, a lot of I love yous, a lot of making out for Gerry. So look, I'm glad, frankly, that if they're doing it and he's doing it, he's going full blown. So we'll be here for that. The episode following this one will be part 2 of Bachelor Thursdays now this fall. We have Bachelor in Paradise season 9, the episode 1 review. A lot of vibes. A lot of vibes in paradise, guys. We have a lot to talk about there. We just had a good discussion about that. Make sure you like and subscribe here and on TikTok so you can see everything that myself, Brett, Brian are throwing out there. A lot of reviews, clips of episodes, reality TV news. So if you're on both, you'll really use nothing that is relevant that we won't cover for you. So we appreciate it and looking forward to a great fall. But until next time, for myself, Brian, and Brett, who went to sleep, thank you. Peace. It's like the old people like falling asleep. This is like that's one thing I didn't mention was that they had to do the rose ceremony in the morning because they definitely aren't going to make them stay up late. But unfortunately, I'm going to stay up late because I am editing this. Peace, everyone.